Hello, year twos. I hope you're staying safe there. Just a short review about our previous lesson. Looking at our table right here, what do you think is the size of our table? How many columns do we have? If you answer 3, that's correct. So we think of columns as counting from the top, just like this. 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns. So total we have 3 columns. How about rows? If you answer 4, that's correct. When we think of rows, think of it as counting from the left. 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows. So total of 4 rows. We have a total of 3 columns and 4 rows. And the size of our table is 3 by 4. Okay, let's proceed to our lesson for today. It's about merge and split cells. When we say merge, it's combining more cells as one. I call each box here as cell. So here's how to do merge. Just highlight one or more cells like this. 1, 2, 3, and right click your mouse and click merge cells. There you go. So 3 columns turn into 1. How about rows? Can we merge rows? Yes, do the same thing. Just highlight one cell. Let's go down right here. And we will merge these 3 rows into 1. Just right click on your mouse and click merge cells. And there you go. So that's how to do merge. How about split cells? Split is the opposite of merge cells. It's like separating our cells into 2 or more. Just like this. Let's see. I want this one cell to have 2 columns. So I'll just right click here, split cells, and number of columns 2. Just tick OK. And there you go. So we now have 2 columns here. How about this side? We will split this into 2 rows. So same thing, right click, split cells, and since we only have to change the rows, I'll change this to 1 and rows into 2. And okay, there you go. We now have 2 rows. Split cells doesn't work with Google Docs, so you can only do this in Microsoft Word. Alright, for today's activity, we will be making letter S out of our table. It's for Superman or Superwoman. Okay, let's make a table size of 4 by 5, like this. So I'll just drag this small square down to make my table a little bit bigger. Or if you can't do this, you can just move your mouse over the edge of the line. You can see that the pointer will change into this, and you can just drag your lines like this or your row like that. Okay? So now we have our table. What do you notice in the first row? Is it merge? Yes, it is. So we are going to highlight all of these columns, right click, merge cells, and there you go. Next, how about the middle line? So the third row right here, we're going to merge all of this like this, and right click, merge cells. All together it becomes 1 cell, and the last row as well, and merge cells. Okay, now let's color the box. You can pick your own color. So I just use another color to look different from our example, but you can choose your own color here. So I'll just choose orange and color the second row and the last row. Okay, what's missing? Right, this one here and this one here. Are we done? What do you think is missing? So we miss one line here. If you're using Google Doc, this is fine. But if you're using Word, we can split this cell into 2 rows. just right click, split cells, and 2 rows. So I'll just change column to 1 and rows to 2. There you go. And I will color the top part orange. Right, last thing, I will change this into 2 rows. Column is 1, row is 2. Okay, there you go. And I will color the bottom part. Yes. Right, that's it.